Turning off normal human male mode. Switching to dad mode. Welcome in to Dad Mode with your hosts, Bearded Nova and Morph.
So it's summer here, which is great. I know you're the other side of the world, so like
we're starting to get into winter. Yeah, we're starting to get winter. Yeah.
But like everybody else does during the summer, I got some trips planned this year, which is a lot of fun. Less fun when you bring your kids because they're kids. But that last week I went to Cape May, New Jersey, which is a little beach town. Just sort of hung out, just no kids, which was fantastic.
I actually said that to my wife.
I was telling you that my biggest decisions for that week was just where do I eat and how early do I start drinking. It was lovely. It was really lovely. But one of the coolest things that happened down there is they happened to be filming a movie in the town. I was down there, and it was they're filming the Bob Dylan movie that's coming out like next year, starring Timothée Chalamet, Elle Fanning, Edward Norton, and they were down there shooting it. So I got a couple videos, even though they yelled at me because you can't take videos. I'm like, it's public, man. Sorry.
Did they?
But yeah. So it was really cool. So like my first day down there, I'm watching like Timothée Chalamet running around on a motorcycle that's sitting on a truck, so he's not actually like in danger. But it was really freaking cool, really cool.
What? So, did they yell at you?
Yeah, like so one guy had like a fancy camera, and they like two guys came over like you can't have that here. I just had my phone out, and they didn't notice at first, and then this girl turns around, she's like, "Oh, you're lucky I didn't see that." She's like, "Don't let me see that again." And I'm like, "What are you gonna do?" Like, it's not illegal for me to stand here. You're in public. We're outside, You're in the middle of the street. So, but yeah, after I got in a fight with the people on the movie set, no, it was really cool seeing all that.
I saw it on Twitter, and I was actually wondering that myself. I'm like, oh, wait, what? That's cool.
I don't know if I posted the one I took from the hotel.
I think that's the one you posted.
Town, walking around, and I saw them too. But it was really cool.
Oh, really?
I tried to actually get to be an extra on it, but you had to have like period accurate clothing. Like the movie's set in the 60s, and obviously, I'm wearing like Nike shorts and some graphic T-shirt, so that wasn't gonna work.
Fuck, just swearing. This is swearing across it. Up the 90s.
I think I had on my dad mode T-shirt, which I thought would have been cool. They get a little T-shirt in there, but they would have blurred it out or cut me out of the movie anyway.
Obviously not fans of the show.
Obviously not fans of the show. I don't know why not. We appreciate you people who are listening, who are fans of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and I have a couple more trips I'm going on this year.
Yeah,
I think one's with the kids. I think we're going to DC, and then I got a couple of a horror convention and a comic convention later in the year because I'm a dork. So,
well, DC would be fun. The kids. So, how do you like to travel with kids? I guess is my way to put it. Because everyone has their own different opinion on how.
I don't like to travel with them. We've only ever taken car rides. We've been in a bus with them, and we've been in a train. We've never flown with the kids.
Okay, so this is the first flight.
Yeah, well, they'll be. Well, we'll probably take the train to DC, but they're dying to go on.
Oh, it's only a few hours drive, isn't it?
It's less than 10 hours, like 8-hour drive. It's not that bad.
Yeah, okay. Wife and I thought about. Oh yeah, wife and I thought about doing that. Probably go driving a few states, which obviously is like 12 states for you guys. In my case, it was 2. And yeah, we decided against it, obviously, because we had a newborn. And I was like, look, we're going to have to stop several times to do it. And then we'll probably have to pay for accommodation along the way and have a night somewhere. And then in the end, I got out of having to go and I kept Dakota at home and her and 2 of the girls flew instead. So, yeah, it ended up being
way cheaper. Was this where
cheaper.
she had to check in to make sure that like you were not failing as a father?
Yes, exactly that.
Okay. Yeah.
And for good reasons. Like I would too if I had to check. I would check on myself too if I was someone else.
I whenever my wife is not going to be home on time and I've got to like get the kids ready for school or, get the bedtime ready, it's a lot of like, and it goes well. I get insulted that she's surprised. It's like, I can do this. I know what to do. I may not always do it, but I know what to do. You know what I mean?
Get insulted.
Yeah. Like I get it. I mean, I know my track record too, and I wouldn't be impressed either. But I do know what to do.
Yeah, you do. You do have a set. You're not a complete idiot. Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I can keep them alive, most likely, and I think like that should be good enough reassurance.
Most likely is the insurance.
Yeah,
it could be worse. I guarantee I'm not going to kill him.
Well, I mean, guarantee is a little strong, right? It's a little strong, but it's not my intent to have them die on my watch.
Have you spoke to the boys about going on this holiday? Like, do they know?
Yeah, they're excited. They want to go to DC, even though I think DC might be a little boring for them. I mean, I've never been to go around Washington DC, but I'm curious to see everything. But I think it'll be good educational for them too. So we'll see.
I'll admit, yes, when I thought about coming out your way, that was definitely on our car. I definitely wanted to go to Washington I was going to drive down and do that. I find it funny. I was going to bring this. You're talking about this trip with kids and they didn't even know you're taking the train, but kids never flying, right?
Yeah.
Or really going places. Right. I've got a friend, and he's planning to go stateside this year. Actually, soon, I believe. From memory, I want to say it's around. I think he'll be over there for the 4th of July. Yeah, he will be there for the 4th of July. He's seeing another friend who's I don't even know where he's living, but he's taking his 3 children. And him and his wife are actually arguing about whether to tell the children. The kids actually don't know that they're going to go to your side of the world for like 3 months.
3 months?
Oh no, maybe 6 weeks or something. 6 weeks. It's a few weeks. They're landing. I want to say they're landing in LA, which would most likely be the case, being given geography. But then renting a truck, camper, I think, and then driving like halfway across with kids. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but he that was the conversation he had with, him and I were having. I'm like, hold on. So you're not going to tell the children that they're going? He's like, no, well, I want to, but my wife doesn't want to. What do you think? Do you think that's smart just to like surprise the kids like a day or on the day or the day before? Hey, just so you know, you're all coming to the airport. We're going to America for, we're going to Europe for 6 weeks. How do you think your children would? I want to say one's 13. The other one I want to say is 14. I want to be 13 this year. The other one was probably 15 this year. And then the youngest is 8, I think.
Okay. So I think if you have teenagers, I would tell them because they have other friends and other plans that they're setting up because they only tell you at the last freaking moment. They should tell them. In my case, my oldest, he's not a fan of going up high.
Yep.
Right? So like if I were to surprise him the day before, the day off, hey, we're going to go on a plane 30,000 feet in the sky, he would lose his shit.
Yeah.
He would lose his shit.
Well, I have a feeling one of his daughters has a bit of anxiety too. So I think she would blow her. That's why he wants to tell her. The wife thinks it's all night, but he's like, no, I think she needs to know because she needs time to plan. She needs time to.
Yeah. Yeah, because your kids are making plans. They don't tell you. So if you just try to surprise them, I don't know if that's going to work out for your buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't. I don't think I could do it. I think my solution would be just leave the kids at the grandparents and go.
That would be my preferred solution. Look, we love our kids, right? We just don't always want them with us. I mean,
exactly.
It doesn't mean we don't love them.
No.
It's just, let's be honest, people listening to this. Your kids are annoying. They are. They are annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
Just accept that. Be honest with yourself. But let me go back to the scariest part of your story. they're gonna rent a camper and drive around with the So
Yeah, I think
I
that's the case.
threatened my wife with that.
You threatened your wife
when
with
I'm
that.
mad, I'm like, I'm gonna make us take a vacation. And we're gonna drive in an RV for across country, like as a threat, right? Because there's nothing that she wants less than to be stuck in an RV with 3 guys who are just constantly farting. Honest, sharing one bathroom that's like a porta potty on wheels. There's nothing she wants less than that. And yeah, I've said before, kingly or not, just have fun. I will stay home.
They actually go camping a lot though as a family. They kind of tested this ground a while ago. They did a similar trip up north, the state at the other opposite end of the state where I'm in. They were up there for a few weeks and towed a caravan, and they survived. They like that shit. They go camping all the time. I personally, I like it. I like 4 walls, roof, electricity, controlled climate. I'm a simple man to be as such. I don't see the enjoyment in camping at all.
I've gone camping. I don't mind it. I wouldn't go camping in Australia either because I don't know what kind of monster would attack me in the middle of the night.
You know what? That's fair.
If you're saying the monsters aren't that bad, that just proves my point.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not going to disagree with you.
You guys have some scary animals.
Actually,
in Australia.
I need to send you. I'm going to send you a photo. No, I'll look it up. Look up the assassin spider.
Oh God! You guys at home can play along.
Yeah. Please.
Let's look up the assassin spider.
Yeah. It should be like
how big is it? Wait, how big is it?
It's it's not that big, but just have a look at the shape of it in. Like what?
Frightening.
Yeah, it's got like a head that's on a giant neck that stands up above it, and then it's got this.
Oh God!
Yeah. So the spider.
Ah, Jesus! I was looking at the top view at first, and then I saw the side view.
Yeah. So this is a new spider to Australia. It's recently discovered, as far as I'm aware. It hasn't. It's recently discovered in a park or something further up north. It's about the size. That's the best way to put it. It's very small. It is very small. You fingernail. Let's just say fingernail size. All right. But this spider,
they're very small.
Yeah, but
I can read it here.
But they actually attack and hunt other spiders.
No.
So that's a cool one.
No, it's not. But okay.
It's
only about a third of an inch. Like 8 millimeters. So it's not that big.
We're always finding new stuff.
That's a small monster for Australia.
It is. But yeah, we're constantly finding new animals still in Australia. They still think there's plenty of.
By the way, I typed in "scary animals in space" in Google. You know what the first term was? Australia.
Yeah. I could see that. We actually found a new venomous snake too. I think that was about last year. We got a new venomous snake. Yeah, we're constantly finding new snakes.
So here, I'm going to give you a list of the top 10 dangerous animals in Australia. You let me know whether this is accurate.
Yep.
Taipan snake.
Yeah, you probably won't run into one. I'm going to be honest. They're in the middle of Australia.
Okay.
Oh no, it's
saltwater crocodile.
Did I say taipan as in
snake?
No. Yeah, they're bad. Yeah. I really
saltwater crocodiles, salties.
Yeah, you really don't want to fuck with them. They make your. Let me put it this way: I would have no problems getting into a fight with an alligator in America. Like they look like soft boys. I'm more afraid of a fucking dog than I am of an alligator.
Really?
Oh yeah. They're babies. They're like nothing. Yeah, saltwater crocodiles, you really, once you go north enough, you just don't swim, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, you're talking about something that could be 15 feet, 20 foot long in some cases, that are like an alligator, guess, in that sense of how they swim. Way bigger mouth. Like, they're just way bigger mouth. They would seriously fuck you up.
That sounds frightening.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Blue-ringed octopus.
Yeah. They're bad. They're little octopus. They look really cute, and I love it when you see tourists come and they pick them up all the time. And because when they get threatened, they have these bright blue rings that like glow on their body. Like, they look really pretty.
Yeah.
You're fucked. The best way to put it.
Really?
So yeah, don't. That's them getting really pissed off. Don't pick up them. Yep.
Stonefish?
So that's like the surprise game of, I think, don't go into water where there's like mangroves. You got mangroves over there? You know what mangroves are? They're like where the ocean meets, kind of like a swamp, but the ocean, like the Everglades is the best way to put it. Everglades probably close to it. It's probably your closest thing. They kind of hang around there. So especially when the water's a little bit like muddy, murky and stuff, you step on one of them and you fucking know about it in the water. So you kind of don't want to step on them. They're arseholes.
Okay. Redback spider, which is AKA the Australian black widow.
It's tiny. They look nice. They're a tiny little spider. You also get white backs, and they sometimes with yellow as well. They're in different colors. They hide under things. So like you got furniture outside and it's sat there for ages and you don't really move it. Like, don't put your hands underneath stuff in Australia, like furniture to lift upside, or because that's where they like to hide.
So don't go in the water or lift anything in Australia.
Yeah. Do you check? Do you guys have to check your clothes, like your boots and your shoes, if you leave them outside?
No.
So that's I leave boots in my garage sometimes, just some work boots and that if I want to use. Like, I don't want to bring them in the house because I'd like mow the lawn or something.
Yeah.
And I still to this day, if the shoe's not in my room, basically, like directly in the house, and like at this house, I feel secure. I don't feel like anything's really getting into this house. You got to do what is counted as a boot check, I guess. Like, so you kind of don't put your hand in. Don't put your hand in.
Okay.
This is okay. So what you got to do is you want to lift it away from you, and kind of you're looking like right up where the toes are, type of thing, because snakes, spiders, you don't know what, but they do go up in your boots. So I like to have a kind of little look to see if I can see anything scaly up there, because you'll notice if there's a snake in your boot. But then you kind of just like tip it away from you and just give it a few pats. Just try and shake anything that's out. Give it a second. Make sure nothing's come out of your boot. Then you're good to put your boot on.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Next one I got box jellyfish.
Oh yeah, there's jellyfish. They sting a bit. You can get just get your friends to pee on you. Urine's great for stings on jellyfish.
Okay.
Yep.
Next is we got a brown snake and a tiger snake.
So there's people that'll argue. So brown snake, especially eastern brown, which is the smaller one. King brown's bigger. Eastern brown's smaller. Eastern brown, right up there, very dangerous. They're around where I am. Yeah. I personally don't see them as a problem. You just kind of leave them alone. They leave you alone. They don't really want to fuck with you. If they're getting angry, it's usually because you're in the way of their safety. There's no other safe platform. You've kind of like, they're being defensive. But if you just leave it, they're gonna go. They're not gonna hang around all day. Whereas a tiger snake, those are arseholes and will chase you. So I would prefer to run into an eastern brown than a tiger.
Okay.
Tigers, even though they're not as long, they're fat and they look terrifying. But tigers are more predominantly down in Tasmania, which is the little island south of Australia. But yeah, they're both bad.
All right. So the last two things on here, one is a classic, the great white shark.
Yeah, so it's one of those weird things. Do you want to? There's more than just a great white shark. There's the bull sharks as well. Bull sharks are kind of like packs, and then you got tiger sharks. Tiger sharks is like a step down size of a great white, we got them too. If you don't have great white in your water, then there's chances are you probably got tiger sharks in the water. And then if there's no tiger sharks, there's really good chances that there's bull shark. Look up so I'm in Brisbane, right?
Okay.
Brisbane River bull sharks. Just have a look up that. That'll get you going. There's a lot smaller bull sharks, but bull sharks can go in fresh water.
Well, that's not cool.
So they're right the whole way up the river.
Jeez.
Like they can be. They're not that small. They can get small, but they're like more of a pack shark, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, they can be found like, I'm nowhere near I'm not near the ocean. I'm probably closer than you, but they're right up like my end of the river, closer to like the dam, where the dam is at the start of the river. You can still find those guys right up in freshwater territory there. Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, great whites, saltwater crocs, either or, both will fuck you up.
I like how casually you say that. All right, my last one here, my top 10 list, my impromptu top 10 list.
Yep.
The Sydney funnel web spider. It looks like it's small.
It's like a tarantula. It's
and potentially deadly.
Yeah, potential. The tiny little redback's way worse.
Somebody said that in the comments. They go, I agree with the list, but what about the redback spider?
The tarantula, it's more like a tarantula, I guess.
Okay.
That's the best way to describe it. They're pretty much the same spider, kind of looking, kind of similar size.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, even though it's big, like not really anything to be scared about. I wouldn't be caring about that.
When I was on vacation, I saw a seagull and a seal in the water. That's it. That's all that we had.
Oh, really?
That's all we had. We didn't have monsters that want to kill you.
But
this is not going to be sponsored by the Australian Tourism
Isn't
Office,
Cape
probably?
Made like where Jaws was set?
You know what? I
have a feeling it was. I know it's on that side of the coast.
Where was
Jaws location?
Jaws was set Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Up, same coast. Sure,
same coast.
Up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't too far off then, I guess.
Yeah. I am glad that Chalamet didn't bring any of the sandworms from Dune with him to Cape May. That would have been horrible.
I started watching that movie actually. Finally, like the new one. I've watched.
You like it?
I like part 1. I haven't watched part 2 yet. Yeah, I love the original.
I didn't. So I never really watched the original, but I watched both part 1 and part 2, and they're so well done.
I love the game.
I didn't think it'd be better. It was actually more well done than part 1.
Yeah, I love the 1992 classic video game of Dune.
Oh, I never played that.
Classic RTS, really. Like, it's good. I enjoyed it. Then you had Dune 2 and Dune 2000. It's pioneer of its category. While you're on your trip, though, going back to your trip, did you see Damn Daniel? I
did not. And I messaged him to get his shirt size because I was going to order a shirt and bring it down with me. And but I never got to connect with him, and that's my fault. So Dan, when you listen, I am sorry. It's my fault.
You wait till he's back here. He's going to go off his rocker.
Oh God! No, I don't think we can have him back now because he's going to yell at me. I don't want to get yelled at.
I have I think I messaged him like, "Hey, here's a way for us to chat," and he hasn't responded. So I'm holding that against him.
What is it? Not WeChat. What is
WhatsApp?
it?
WhatsApp.
Yeah. Right there we go.
Yeah, because I took his suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to use that. I'll give it to some people.
You know what else you can use is you can. I don't know if anyone uses it, but if you have Snapchat, you can actually talk through Snapchat too.
No, I don't.
You can talk through Discord on the phone too.
Yeah, I use Discord, but that's what I thought. Hardly everyone is using Discord.
That's what I assumed people were using.
That's what I assumed people were using. That's what I message everyone that I know in the content creation space.
I message in Discord often, and I call people.
The mobile
I don't
apps.
used to use it as a phone, but I could.
But that's my mobile. I have Discord on my mobile purely for the messenger sense. I don't use Discord mobile to really check on rooms or anything. It is mainly there for DMs because that's a great way to contact me. Twitter, I actually prefer Discord DMs over any other DM in terms of social media space.
1,000% agree. 1,000% agree. Occasionally, like, I have people that like, some people like messaging me in Twitter, some like doing it in TikTok. But I definitely prefer Discord. It's just for me, it's the easiest to find, the messages. And for me, like TikTok and other ones, like they get the DMs and stuff get lost for me. Like there's so many people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Discord better.
Yeah, no, I get it. As I said, that's where I want to be. Anyone's asking me, I just message me on Discord.
Go to Discord, and it's easy. It is easy and free. Nothing wrong with it. In the US, if it's unlike TikTok, it's not going to go away. So there's that.
That's true. Too. That's true.
It is sad. All right, I think we should wrap it up right here.
Yeah, perfect.
I think we've got a good little episode going. So, everybody, before I go, if you haven't, we were talking about Damn Daniel. If you haven't checked out the episodes that we have recorded with Damn Daniel, go check them out. They're freaking funny.
I'm apologizing for some of it. Like we go places.
Yeah, we do. But it's fun. We had fun, and you should have fun too.
Yes.
Just relax a little bit. Relax a little bit when you listen to them. But so appreciate you checking out this episode, and come back for the next one.
You've been listening to Dad Mode. Our passion is navigating this wild journey of parenthood and modern life. From balancing family time to managing your career and still squeezing in some gaming and content creation. And no matter what the women say, they will never be able to pry the controller out of our cold, dead hands. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, find us on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube at Dad Mode Podcast. And we can be found on every podcast site at Dad Mode Podcast. Y'all be cool. See you next time.